Hi everybody, Susan here with Pumpkin Hill Stampers. I have a Stampin' Show and Tell for you today, and as you can see, we're going to be using the Dandelion Wishes stamp set. We're also going to be using the fun polka dot tulle ribbon and our shimmer white embossing powder. Now the shimmer embossing powder is new to this catalog. It comes in white or in black, and it really adds a fun element when you're embossing. Now embossing is one of my favorite techniques. Glitter is not one of my favorite elements, but with the glitter in the embossing powder, it's a win. So I'm going to show you how I put this fun card together, and then you are welcome to case it as well or come up with your own design. Now it is a fun card, so I've got kind of a band here from the back to the front that holds this front flap for me, this front element, and then this just opens up like this, and you can write your little love note in there and you're good to go. So let me show you how I put it together. We're going to do all our stamping and embossing first, and then we'll put our layers on. So I've got a piece of Designer Series paper. This is from the See a Silhouette bundle, so this is the back side of the print. We're going to stamp and emboss on there. I've already die cut a scalloped circle from my Layering Circles framelits, and then those are just my card pieces. So here we go. So I need to get my Versamark. Move that up there for a minute just so it's out of the way. So I'm going to start by stamping my sentiment. So this says, I made a wish and you came true. So I'm stamping this down here in the bottom corner of my DSP. Then I've got kind of the whiskey dandelion pieces that we blow and make our wishes, and I'm just going to stamp these about 5 times just to create a fun background image on my card. Okay, so before that dries, I'm going to dust it with the powder. So I've got some powder already in my tray here, so I just let it fall across my paper, tap off any little excess there might be, and with glitter it kind of goes everywhere. Oh, I smudged my sentiment. Let's hope it works out. Yep, just add a little more dust. We're good to go. Alright, so there's that one. And then I've got the large triple image here. So I'm just going to stamp this like this. Sometimes it's easier to add your ink to the stamp than to apply your stamp into the ink. So there's my ink, and then I'm just going to stamp this in my die cut scallop circle. And then that too is just going to get doused with my embossing powder to coat that ink. Alright, so now embossing with a heat gun is a little bit loud. I'm going to try not to talk through it, but you're going to see as I emboss with the heat gun that it changes from this loose powdered to the fun glittered embossing with the white. So here we go. watch it all melt and change from that shadowy powder to the fun white. And so I just kind of check it in my bright light. I kind of twist it to make sure I don't have any unheated element, but it looks good. Okay, so let's go ahead and put our card together. So I'm going to start by layering a piece of Poppy Parade onto my Whisper White card base. So I didn't want a dark card all the way through, and this is one way to save your colored cardstock. If you just use a quarter of it to cover a neutral card base, it'll go a lot farther for you. Then I'm going to add the Designer Series paper that we just embossed. And this is just going to be centered on the piece I just put on. Okay, so now we have to do our little belt here. So I have a piece of Poppy Parade. I've cut it, I think it's 7 by 1 1/4. And this is just going to get adhesive added to one side of it. I'm going to position it where I want it on the card. So I'm putting the front flap down, so I haven't attached the back yet. So I have the front flap down where I'm going to have it come across. And then I just let it fold behind and then just press it down. Okay, so there's that. Then we're going to go ahead and add our embossed circlet here. So I'm just adding a piece of that dimensional along from the edge, and I'm just going to position this right over the top like that. And then we have our tulle ribbon. So I'm just going to give this a crease, help that stay down a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to do my bunny ear bow. Now this tulle ribbon's a little bit stretchy, okay, so don't stretch too hard. But I fold it in half, make my 2 loops, twist my loops into a knot. Oh, we have to be a little bit bigger. Okay, twist my knoots into a knot, and pull through. Yep, it's not working today. Stand by for technical difficulties, right? One more time. 3rd time's a charm. Okay, 2 loops, crisscross through the center, and tug. There we go. Alright, so, see, even it takes me a few times sometimes. So, I've got my 2 little ears, I've got my 2 tails. I can pull and adjust gently on the ribbon to adjust the size of my bow. I don't want this one too big because I just wanted to add a little bit of element. Alright, and then I'm going to pull my 2 little tails together and I trim them off so they're even. Okay, I'm going to fluff it a little bit. There we go. Alright, so then I'm just going to use my glue dot. I put one right there in the knot, and I'm putting this right down here just to soften that little edge, and voila, we have our card. So heat embossing's fun, working with glitter can be fun, but I really like the glitter and the heat emboss, so definitely advantage to that. Alright guys, so there is our project for today. I hope you enjoyed the demonstration. Remember, you can hop over to the blog, pumpkinhillstampers.com, where I write up all the descriptions and all the products that I use, and I either include the details for the project in the post, or I have an attachment where you can download the PDF tutorial. So come on over, join me at the blog. You can subscribe there as well, so that you don't miss out on any of the other projects that I share, in addition to the video tutorials. And I'd love to have you visit me and enjoy my stamping journey. So let's have a great year for 2020. I'm excited to doing fun new projects with you, and I'll see you again real soon. Bye-bye.